That belongs in a museum.
The life total as the rogue, you're in a great spot in this matchup. And at the moment, AK Wonder hasn't put that much pressure on Casie so far in this match.
Look at his hand, though. I mean,
Yeah.
as a rogue player, this is something that you're always afraid of, which is just drawing spells and more spells into more situational finishers. You know, I mean, okay, so essentially his hand's telling him to be extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
Altogether, he has 6, 10, 14, 22 damage, assuming he could pair it all together. So if he just gets Conceal, I mean, realistically, Casie might just start going right back at his opponent. Just plays Leroy, Cold Bloods, and then Conceal it, and then just try to win the following turn. We might actually see that happen.
Yeah. And finally picks up a Tomb Pillager, which is definitely a welcome sight, just because he sort of needs this minion on the board.
It doesn't feel good to eviscerate, but if Tomb Pillager can at least not only trade for minion, but perhaps put damage on, you still have 14 damage with the 2 Cold Bloods and Leroy, plus the eviscerate.
Yeah, and I want to point out something from the last turn. AK Wonder is playing more of a mid-range variant, and a lot of times against most matchups in the mid-range variant, you want to really make a lot of value out of your hero power, out of your totem up. And so a lot of terms, even if you have the option to play like a big minion or Doomhammer, you'll fit in a totem up and try and make smaller minions around it to definitely make your board wide and increase the value of Bloodlust. But AK Wonder understands this matchup, and he said, you know what, I'm playing against Rogue. The main thing that I need to do against Rogue is apply pressure. And so he went ahead and equipped the Doomhammer, even though he could have made a decent-sized board with Totem Golem and Totem Up to set up that Thunderbolt Valiant or to set up that Bloodlust.
Oh, he has the Conceal.
Ooh.
He's just going to Conceal and do the damage here, so that allows him to also eviscerate and sat. That's perfect if he wants to avoid being able to get destroyed by a Rock Fighter. And that should mean he has the lethal, and he found perhaps a way. That one line that every rogue seeks is, how do I turn the game despite the odds being against me? And AK Wonder either has to kill it with a Lightning Storm, or he has to find some magical, mythical way to stay alive and make sure that Casie can't kill him next turn through like a taunt, maybe even game-ending damage if he can just rip it off. I don't know how he can do that.
Even a taunt totem, well, Thing from Below might do it, but not even, because Leroy Jenkins...
Yeah, he needs to roll a taunt totem and play a Thing from Below.
Yeah, which is possible.
I mean, he's definitely going to play a Thing from Below, but right now he's just going to pray and hope. Oh, no taunt totem, so that means Casey's able to sneak this one through. And that is a huge win, TJ.
Yeah. It's not often that you can push through a taunt with a Leroy Jenkins and still win the game. And not only that, but use all of the cards in your hand. And Casie goes ahead and emotes as well.
The prep, just to show you about how, quote, bad the hand was, but he's still able to win. And that is the mark of a great rogue player. And Casie has already stamped his name amongst many others to join the club. That is a job well done and a game well played.
Yeah, very well played. And I said it earlier, sometimes